Welcome back to International Scale Modeler. Tonight we're just going to do a quick review on the Airfix 1144 Vostok 1 rocket. Now I've had this in my stash for 2.5 years now. It was the third model I bought when I got back into the hobby. I bought it because I love rockets, and the first model that I ever built was a Saturn V rocket, which I've built and stashed away because it's quite a big thing actually. It's about yay big. But this, I bought this at the same time. It's been in the stash, and the good thing is we've got a Cold War era GB up on International Scale Modeling. It's given me the perfect excuse to build this because it falls into that era, and I'm really looking forward to doing this. So I'm going to do a quick review before I get cracking on it for the group build. So here it is. Right, okay, the Airfix 1144 Vostok 1. As you know, I'm going to build this for the Cold War GB on ISM, on International Scale Modeler. It's going to be something completely different. I know no one else is building anything like it. So with regards to the box art, again, it's Airfix box art, so it's all very nice powerful picture there. I can get it in that way, see. But yeah, so you can see on the box here, you've got 3 different types of the Vostock rocket, and I will be going for this, which is the Soyuz version. So what else on the box? There's not a lot on the box. Some paint call outs, a little bit of information about it, and obviously 3 different styles depicted. Now inside the box we have some lovely white plastic. Now I did the Airfix Saturn, one of these, and it was white plastic, and it's not the easiest to work with, I've got to say, and that was my first model back into the hobby. So what's in the box? Let's have a look. Let's put those on the side. Right, okay, we've got some loose bits and bobs here, but on the sprues themselves we've got obviously the main boosters, and now this isn't going to be as large. I mean, the Airfix 1144, the Saturn rocket, I kid you not, was near on 1 metre long. It was about that big in the end, about that high. You can just see this hand here, and it's a big old rocket. And I couldn't even photograph it. It was so hard to photograph. This one, you realise how small the Vostok rocket is compared to the American Saturn, because this is absolutely tiny in comparison. You think you got the main, I would assume you call it main body of the rocket, and then you got the boosters here and here, which would obviously all go around the side. But I think it's a lovely looking rocket, I've got to say. Now there's a lot of flash on the kit itself. It's rock solid plastic as well. It's rock hard. There's burring and flash all over not only the parts, the sprue gates as well, but I mean it's things like I've lost my little black thing. Where's that gone? Oh, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. If you can have a look here, you can see there's a lot of flash around there, and it's the same all over the kit. And there's burr on every edge as well, so there's a lot of work for the sanders, but apart from that, I mean, you can't really say it looks like it's going together. It's got a lot of locating pins, but it will go together. But I'm sure I'm going to be doing nothing but filling and sanding on this thing. So as far as detail goes, I mean, you're not going to see a lot. I'm sure you're going to get a lot of white out in here, but I mean, there's some around there. and the same further up. There's raised and recessed detail, but most of it is raised. So all that you can see is raised. So that's pretty much going to be the size of the rocket. I mean, you've got the Soyuz module to go on top, so it's going to be about that high in the end, just in the screen there, about there, but yay high. Another sprue we have. We've got widgets from thingamajigs, but it looks like you've got the command module there, which would sit inside the top. The astronaut, I don't think I'll bother. I don't think I'll bother with the astronaut, but or cosmonaut, should I say, not astronaut, before you all guys get me. But he's not very big, and I don't think it would be fair to do him. I'm not going to anyway. But on there's lots of little things like nozzles. I don't know what these are, and obviously some framework for the. This is for the Soyuz module, or the lunar module. See the little framework there, which you can just see on this bit here. But apart from that, there's a lot of bits hanging off this. It's been messed around in the box a lot. On here, obviously, you've got the capsules for the tops, bottoms of the boosters. No, these are different sections for the capsules here. As I say, I'm going for the Soyuz version, which is the white topped one. This is obviously a manned one, this one here with the window in the top. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. But there you've got the different ones there anyway. So that will be interesting, and I'm looking forward to building this. I mean, it looks like a simple build, but I know after building that Saturn rocket that it's not, because everything's round, and it's not like a fuselage. Where a fuselage you can get, you know, one of these on there, and you know, get it even, because you've got all these boosters and everything in the way. You can't get around it like that, so you have to get in, and it's really fiddly. It really is. Also got another sprue here with the base. This is just a base, and you've got like a locating pin like that slots in there, and then that will go in the bottom of the rocket somehow. Oh, if I can find it again. That's on the Carpet Monster's got that one. But that's it for the sprues. Not a great deal of plastic, but it looks like it'll build up okay. But I am prepared for a lot of work on it, I've got to say that. But the instructions, I'll show you the decals quickly, because there really isn't any. There's no actual decals for the rocket itself. There's just these, which I would imagine are for the base. There's no decals on the rocket whatsoever. So that's one job I don't have to do, which is excellent. The instructions, the usual A4 from Airfix. A bit about quite a bit of blurb on the Vostock rocket there, which is excellent. Obviously, it's introduced on the 4th of October 1957 when the Soviet Union won the space race. But you know, this went on for. I'm trying to think if the Vostock rocket is still in service today. I think it is, but I'm sure you guys will correct me if I'm wrong. I can't remember if it is or not. I'm pretty sure it is still in use. Obviously, typical Airfix instructions. Call-outs are all going to be in Humbrol, because they are. And as you can see, it builds up quite easily. There's nothing complicated about these at all. I know with the Saturn rocket I actually built it in stages, in the 3 separation stages, and then painted them all up separately and everything. It was a lot easier on that. The same on this. I think what I'll do is the same. I'll do the boosters separately. So I can sand and fill them before I attach them to the main body. That way I may be able to get one of the flexi files around it. So that will be the logical way to do it, because you can, you know, build them up and then attach them. So that's what I'm going to do. I think that's going to make life a hell of a lot easier, because now I've got that flexi file, it makes sanding round objects like that easy peasy. And as you can see, as it builds up, depends which rocket you're going to go, whether you're going to put this on. And then you've got a main booster rocket down there at the bottom, and then you've got the top that goes together like this. Now this is a Soyuz one, okay, which is the one I'll be building. So you'll have a bit inside. Now if it's the same as the Saturn, Airfix Saturn, you'll be able to take it all apart and, you know, and things like that. I don't know, I will make probably probably won't bother doing this inside unless it's integral and it's structurally important to do so, because I'm not going to take it apart. Once I do these models, I like to put them together and leave them like that. And it just tells you about the figure, which obviously I'm not going to build, and a little locating pin that goes on the bottom of the rocket there, which is the same as the Saturn one, which is absolutely useless with the Saturn one because the rocket's so big and so heavy, absolutely pointless. So they're quite easy to go together. On the back you've got colour scheme again. That's the one thing I like about the new Airfix. So really basically, as you can see, you got the lunar. So the lunar version is just with, or you can see there's 4 different types here actually. You got the normal Vostok rocket, which is just this with this capsule on the top here, and then you've got the lunar version, which I would imagine it's when they send something up into space. And then you've got the Soyuz version there, which is the one I'm going for. I think that's going to look the best with, at least it's not just a slate colour, because you think you're not going to have much weathering on this because it's brand new, so you're not going to be able to weather it. So I think that's going to be quite dull. So I think I'll do that, and that just adds a bit of variety, and it'll be this one here, as I say, that'll add a bit of variety to the rocket. If I get this done in time, I'm going to do another model for the GB as well, but this is the one I'm going to enter, and that's the Airfix 1144 Vostock 1. Hopefully it'll build up to be quite a nice model. I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye bye.